Have you ever felt like someone's body language is speaking to you, but you just couldn't quite understand what it was saying? You might have caught the subtle hints, but something held you back from reading between the lines. What if you could finally unlock the silent signals that women send, the ones that tell you everything without a single word? Imagine how much more confident you'd feel in any situation, knowing exactly what she's feeling and where she stands. That's power. And it's yours for the taking. You see, attraction isn't just about what's said or how someone looks. It's far deeper. The true signs of interest are often hidden in the small, everyday gestures. They're in the way she stands when you're near, the way her eyes linger on you just a bit longer than usual. Women are complex and their signals are subtle, but they are there. They want to connect, they want to be seen, and they want to share something real. The question is, are you able to notice? Are you prepared to recognize those unspoken cues that could change everything? This isn't about playing games or trying to guess what someone wants. It's about understanding the deeper psychology of attraction, the raw emotions that guide behavior, and learning to trust yourself enough to respond authentically. Imagine for a moment how different your life could be if you didn't second-guess yourself every time you sensed a little interest. If you could act with the certainty of knowing exactly how to move forward. It's not about being perfect or flawless. It's about being present, aware, and confident in your ability to connect with someone on a deeper level. Now, here's the most important part. Knowing these signs, understanding these signals, isn't just about attracting someone. It's about creating a bond that's real, that's built on mutual respect and true emotional connection. When you learn how to recognize the signs of attraction, you don't just become more attractive. You become someone who genuinely understands others. That's a powerful trait in today's world. It's the key to building authentic relationships, whether it's romantic, professional, or otherwise. By the time you finish this video, you won't just know the signs of attraction. You'll have the tools to interpret them with clarity and confidence. You'll be able to walk into any situation, any interaction, and feel secure in your ability to understand what's happening around you. No more uncertainty, no more confusion. Just a deep, grounded understanding of how to connect with the people you're truly interested in. But here's the thing. This isn't just about attraction. It's about personal growth. When you master the art of understanding these subtle cues, you're mastering the art of connection itself. That's something that will serve you in every area of your life. And who doesn't want to live a life filled with genuine, meaningful connections? Stick around. The power to transform your approach to relationships starts right here. You're about to learn the signs that will change the way you connect with people, starting with the woman you're interested in. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, it shows in the way she holds herself around you. It's not just the way she smiles or how her eyes flicker when she looks at you. It's in the way her entire body leans towards you, almost as if she's magnetized. The way she positions herself, the subtle shifts in her stance, they're all signs that she feels something deeper than simple casual attraction. Her body is telling you something that words can't express, but only if you're paying attention. These are not random actions. They're emotional signals, deep and instinctual, showing you that she's ready to let her guard down and open up to you. And this is the kind of connection you want to nurture. Because when someone is emotionally engaged in the moment, they're already investing in you, just by being present. What happens next is crucial. When a woman starts to give you these subtle signals, she's waiting for you to notice. She's giving you the chance to step into the space she's created and meet her where she's at. This isn't about being aggressive or overly assertive. It's about recognizing her openness and responding with the same level of genuine interest. The energy she's giving off isn't something that can be forced. It's something that needs to be met with authenticity and respect. When you mirror her body language, when you engage with her on the same emotional wavelength, you're not just reacting. You're confirming that you see her, you hear her, and you're ready to connect on a deeper level. This is where most people miss the mark. They get caught up in the idea of trying to win someone's attention, when in reality, the power lies in how well you listen and how deeply you engage with her energy. She wants to know that you're attuned to her. She wants to feel seen without needing to explain herself. The more you connect on this level, the more she'll naturally open up to you. But it requires patience, it requires presence, and most importantly, it requires confidence in your own ability to read the situation. When you move too quickly or fail to acknowledge her signals, the connection begins to fade. But when you slow down and truly tune into her, the bond deepens. It's about more than just physical attraction. It's about emotional resonance. You're not just looking for her to physically lean in. You're hoping for her to lean in emotionally. And when that happens, when she feels emotionally safe with you, that's when real connection occurs. This isn't just a temporary spark. It's the beginning of something potentially lasting and meaningful. You've already made the first step by noticing the signals she's sending. The next step is to meet her with the same energy, the same openness, and the same emotional presence that she's offering you. And remember, confidence doesn't come from pretending to be someone you're not. It comes from knowing that you have the ability to connect on a deeper level, to read the signs that others often overlook, and to respond from a place of authenticity. This kind of connection isn't about chasing or hoping for approval. It's about creating a space where both of you feel valued, where both of you feel understood. When you enter a situation with this kind of emotional awareness, you aren't just playing the game of attraction. You're mastering it, moving with clarity and purpose in a way that makes others take notice. That's how you stand out, and that's how you win not just her attention, but her respect. When she starts to engage with you in a way that goes beyond surface-level interactions, it's a sign that she sees something in you worth connecting with. You'll notice it in the way she actively listens to you, how her attention seems to lock onto yours as if she's invested in every word you say. This isn't just politeness, this is emotional engagement. She's interested in your thoughts, your opinions, your energy. She wants to understand you more deeply, not just as someone she's attracted to, but as someone she wants to know in a way that's intimate and real. The truth is, when someone is genuinely attracted to you, their focus sharpens. They don't just hear your words, they feel your energy. And it's this energy exchange that creates something far more powerful than physical attraction alone. You see, the foundation of any meaningful connection is built on mutual understanding. And when she's asking personal questions, or when she opens up about her own experiences, it's a sign that she's letting you into her world. She's testing the waters, seeing if you're someone she can trust, someone she can feel safe with. The more she shares, the more she's revealing that she's not just interested in a fleeting connection. She's invested in a deeper bond, one that can evolve beyond the surface. This is when the connection starts to move beyond just physical attraction, into something far more profound. It's the moment when the dynamic shifts, and you both begin to see each other as more than just strangers. As she opens up, it's not a call for validation. It's an invitation to connect. She wants to know that you're paying attention, that you care about what she's sharing. It's in these moments that you can truly build trust, when you're present, when you're listening with intention, and when you respond with authenticity. It's a powerful dynamic because, in return, she starts to see you not just as a potential partner, but as someone who understands her, someone who gets her at a deeper level. And this emotional connection? It's one of the strongest forms of attraction. The real magic happens when this emotional understanding leads to more. She starts to show you that she feels safe in your presence. She starts to trust you enough to drop her guard, to stop playing games, and to simply be herself. And this is the sweet spot. This is when you know you're no longer just in the realm of attraction. You're in the territory of deep connection. You're on the path to something genuine, something lasting. And it's not about rushing. It's not about trying to force things. It's about meeting her where she is, responding to her cues with respect, and knowing that the more emotionally connected you become, the stronger the attraction will grow. Every sign she gives you is a step towards this deeper bond. Each moment of openness, each vulnerable exchange, is a chance for you to show up with the same level of sincerity and authenticity. The power here lies not in trying to impress her, but in simply being real. When you are present, when you are truly tuned into her energy, it's like a magnet pulling the two of you closer. Attraction that's built on trust, understanding, and emotional connection isn't just powerful, it's unstoppable. And it's this kind of connection that leads to something truly special. When she starts to share moments of vulnerability with you, it's a powerful indication that she feels safe in your presence. Vulnerability is one of the most intimate forms of communication. It's her way of showing you that she trusts you enough to reveal parts of herself that she keeps hidden from the world. This is a delicate moment, a moment where she's not just looking for someone to fill a space, but someone who will hold her emotions gently, someone who can handle the raw truth of who she is. It's in these moments that the connection begins to transcend the physical and enters the realm of emotional depth. She's not just interested in how you look or what you say. She wants to know if you can truly see her, accept her, and understand her on a deeper level. When a woman opens up, it's not a request for sympathy or pity. It's an invitation for you to connect with her soul. She's testing the waters, seeing if you can meet her at her most authentic self. If you respond with empathy, if you show her that you understand without judgment, you'll unlock a new level of intimacy that goes beyond anything superficial. It's the emotional foundation that allows the attraction to grow. Women are drawn to men who can hold space for their vulnerabilities, who can be there without trying to fix or change them. The act of simply being present with her, allowing her to feel heard and seen, creates a bond that is unmatched. This is the emotional currency that builds trust, and trust is the key that unlocks deeper attraction. But here's the thing, this emotional connection isn't just a passive experience. It's active. It requires you to be present, to be mindful of the moments that matter. She's not just testing you for the sake of testing you. She's looking for something real. And when she feels like she's found it, the relationship can shift from being something tentative into something grounded in mutual respect and understanding. It's a partnership. It's a shared experience. It's something that's far more fulfilling than the fleeting moments of excitement or attraction. This kind of connection can grow into something that's deeply transformative for both of you. You're not just learning to read her signals, you're learning to engage with her in a way that speaks directly to her emotional core. This is the key to creating a lasting connection. It's not about playing it safe or holding back because you're afraid of being rejected. It's about being brave enough to open yourself up to her as well, to show her that you too are willing to be vulnerable. The connection she's looking for isn't one-sided. It's a shared experience where both of you can be your true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. This emotional transparency is what builds the kind of attraction that lasts, because it's rooted in something real and authentic. Attraction based on emotional depth is one of the most powerful forces you can experience. It's not temporary or surface level. It doesn't fade with time or distance. It grows stronger with each passing moment because it's built on mutual understanding, trust, and respect. When you embrace this kind of connection, you're not just attracting someone. You're building something meaningful, something that can stand the test of time. And that is the foundation for a relationship that is both deep and fulfilling. When she begins to engage with you beyond the surface level, you'll notice her seeking out moments of closeness. It's not always about grand gestures or overt displays of interest. It's the subtle, almost imperceptible ways she draws near to you, wanting to be within your space. She'll find excuses to be physically close, not because she's trying to impress you, but because she genuinely wants to connect. She might casually touch your arm during conversation, or sit just a little closer than usual when you're sharing a moment. These seemingly small actions speak volumes. She's saying that she wants you near, that her attraction is more than just physical. It's emotional, psychological, and deeply rooted in a desire to share a space with you that's comfortable and intimate. This kind of closeness isn't something that can be forced. It's about mutual trust, respect, and the shared understanding that the bond between you both is strong enough to allow for this kind of connection. She's testing the waters, feeling out whether the energy between you can shift from the casual into something more meaningful. And as you start to notice these moments of closeness, it's your turn to respond. Don't hesitate. Don't shrink away from it. Embrace it. Lean in, literally and figuratively. This is when your energy aligns with hers, and it's in these moments that true chemistry starts to blossom. She's not just physically close to you. She's emotionally letting down her guard, inviting you into a deeper space where only those who are truly connected can enter. The power of these moments lies in your ability to acknowledge them, to embrace them, and to engage with them in a way that's authentic and confident. When a woman wants to be close to you, it's a signal that she's comfortable, that she's allowing herself to be seen, and she's ready to explore more. But this closeness isn't just about her, it's about you as well. It's your opportunity to show up with the same level of openness, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence. By meeting her halfway, you're creating a bond based on mutual respect and understanding. You're telling her that you too value the space she's inviting you into. The emotional charge that comes from this type of closeness is undeniable. It's when the chemistry shifts from something casual to something deep. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't require constant pursuit or effort. It requires presence. When she wants you close, it's a sign that she's already engaged on a level that many overlook. It's easy to dismiss these moments as insignificant, but it's in these seemingly small actions that the foundation for something truly special is built. They're a reflection of how much she values your connection. The closer she gets, the more she opens herself up to you. It's not just about the physical space between you. It's about the emotional space you're both willing to occupy together. This is your moment to show that you can hold that space, that you can meet her with the same openness and desire for connection. When you embrace these opportunities with confidence and authenticity, you're not just building attraction, you're nurturing the emotional intimacy that transforms simple attraction into a deep, meaningful relationship. It's in these moments, in these quiet, subtle exchanges, that lasting connections are formed. And when that bond is forged, it's something that cannot be easily broken. When a woman starts to make the effort to spend more time with you, you'll notice her finding reasons to stay in your presence. This isn't about coincidence. It's a sign that she's making a conscious decision to invest in the connection between you two. Whether it's suggesting spontaneous plans, lingering after an event, or offering to help with something, she's seeking out opportunities to keep the interaction going. It's a powerful form of emotional engagement. She's no longer just drifting in and out of your life. She's looking to make sure you stay in hers. These moments are subtle, but they speak volumes about her feelings. She's signaling that the interest she feels for you isn't just passing, it's something she values enough to nurture. This desire to spend more time together is about creating a space where both of you can engage in deeper conversations and build a stronger bond. It's not about filling time or avoiding solitude, it's about finding shared experiences that foster connection. When she seeks out these moments, it shows a level of emotional investment that is rare and precious. She's giving you more than just her time, she's giving you her attention, her energy, and her presence. And when you recognize and honor this, you're showing her that you appreciate the significance of these actions. It's not just about spending time together. It's about how that time is spent. It's the quality of the moments that truly matter, not the quantity. In this space, you'll notice that your connection begins to deepen and the energy between you two shifts. She's not simply staying around for the sake of it. She's staying because she feels something that she wants to explore further. The attraction that's building isn't just about chemistry. It's about the way you both make each other feel when you're together. She's seeking out more of those feelings, wanting to experience them with you again and again. And when you meet her with the same level of openness, it creates a feedback loop that strengthens the connection. You start to build a rhythm together, a natural flow of energy that keeps the bond alive and growing. But here's the truth, it's not just about her making the effort, it's about how you respond to it. When you show up with the same level of commitment and emotional investment, the relationship can evolve into something deeper and more meaningful. It's not about waiting for her to make the first move or hoping that she'll do the work. This is a shared experience, one that requires both of you to meet each other halfway. When you invest in the time you spend together, you show her that you value the connection just as much as she does. It's not about keeping score, it's about mutual growth and understanding. This is how true attraction and connection are built, through consistent effort, mutual respect, and a shared desire to get closer. When you both make the effort to be present for one another, to spend time and energy building something real, it becomes far more than just a passing interest. It becomes the foundation of a relationship that has the potential to thrive and grow. Every moment of closeness, every opportunity to connect, is a chance to deepen that bond and create something that's meaningful, lasting, and transformative. When you see her making a genuine effort to include you in her life, to integrate you into her routine or her plans, it's a reflection of how much she values the connection you're building. These aren't just casual invitations. They're opportunities for you both to share experiences and create memories together. When a woman genuinely wants to be around you, she's telling you that she's invested in what could become something more meaningful. She's making space for you in her world, offering you glimpses into the parts of her life that are precious to her. This is more than attraction. It's an emotional invitation to step closer and experience the depths of who she is. And when you recognize this, it's your opportunity to step into that space with her, to meet her at the level of openness she's offering. Attraction at this level isn't about simply seeking out physical closeness or trying to impress her with grand gestures. It's about a shared understanding, a mutual desire to build something that feels right on a deeper level. Every time she invites you into her world, whether it's sharing her favorite places, introducing you to her inner circle, or even telling you about her dreams and aspirations, it's an opportunity for you to engage on a more personal level. And when you reciprocate that, by offering your own vulnerabilities, your own life experiences, the connection becomes something that goes beyond the surface. It becomes a bond grounded in trust and mutual respect. These moments are significant because they demonstrate emotional commitment. They show that she's not just interested in the moment, she's thinking about the future, about what this connection could evolve into. And the beauty of this is that it's a two-way street. She's not the only one investing in the bond. You're given the chance to invest as well. When you acknowledge her efforts, when you respond with the same level of interest, you create a space where both of you feel seen and understood. This is how trust is built, not by rushing things, but by taking the time to nurture the connection, to allow it to grow at its own pace, and to show up for each other consistently. What she's really saying when she shares these parts of herself with you is, I trust you. And trust is the foundation of any relationship that is built to last. It's not just about being physically present. It's about being emotionally available, being someone she can rely on to be steady and consistent. When you show up for her in the same way she shows up for you, the relationship starts to take on a depth that many people overlook. It's no longer about fleeting attraction or surface-level interactions. It's about creating something that has real substance, something that can weather the challenges life throws at it. As you engage with her in these deeper, more personal moments, you begin to see the attraction grow into something far more meaningful. It's not about checking off boxes or meeting expectations. It's about building something authentic, something that feels right because it's rooted in emotional truth. And when you both commit to this journey of growth, of understanding, and of mutual respect, you start to build a connection that can stand the test of time. Every small step you take toward each other, every moment of shared understanding, lays the foundation for a relationship that is not just attractive, but transformative. When she opens up to you about her fears, her insecurities, or even her past, it's one of the most powerful signs of trust and emotional investment. This isn't about looking for sympathy. It's about finding someone she can be vulnerable with, someone she can show the parts of herself that are raw and unguarded. Vulnerability is the bridge that connects two people on a level that goes beyond the surface. It's where real emotional intimacy begins to form. She's not showing you her flaws to gain approval, but to share the deeper layers of who she is. And when she trusts you with that, it's a powerful moment. It's an invitation for you to step into her world and truly understand her, to meet her not just with acceptance, but with compassion and understanding. When a woman shows you this side of herself, it's a reflection of how much she values the connection between you two. She's letting go of her defenses, allowing you to see her in a way that not many people ever will. This act of vulnerability is not something to take lightly. It's a precious gift, one that demands respect, patience, and care. It's your chance to step up, to hold that space for her without judgment, to be the person who listens without trying to fix or change anything. She's not asking for solutions, she's asking for presence. And when you offer her that, you're creating a foundation that is strong, real, and deeply rooted in emotional intimacy. This emotional openness is a catalyst for deeper attraction. The more she reveals, the more she invites you in. And with each layer she lets down, you're given the opportunity to reciprocate, to show your own vulnerabilities, your own truths. This back and forth exchange creates an emotional bond that is unshakable. It's not about pretending to be perfect. It's about embracing each other's imperfections and creating something beautiful out of them. True connection isn't about meeting someone's ideal expectations. It's about being seen for who you truly are and being accepted without reservation. When you respond to her vulnerability with your own openness, the dynamic between you shifts. It's no longer about playing games or keeping up appearances. It's about being authentic, about letting the guard down on both sides. This emotional transparency is what creates lasting intimacy. It's what makes the attraction you feel for each other evolve into something that's meaningful and substantial. The connection moves beyond fleeting moments of chemistry and transforms into something that is grounded in emotional security and mutual trust. This is where the real power of connection lies, not in what you say, but in what you feel, in how you show up for each other. When both of you are willing to be emotionally available, willing to share the deepest parts of yourselves, you create something that can withstand time, distance, and the challenges life brings. This is how you build a relationship that is not only based on attraction, but on mutual understanding, respect, and a deep emotional bond. And it is through this emotional depth that true intimacy grows, bringing you both closer than you ever thought possible. When she starts to make the effort to align her schedule with yours, it's more than just a logistical decision. It's an emotional investment. She's telling you that you matter enough to be prioritized. It's not about empty promises or passing gestures. It's about actions that reinforce her desire to keep you in her life. She doesn't have to constantly rearrange her time to fit you in, yet she chooses to. And this speaks volumes about how she feels about the connection you share. She's actively choosing to be part of your world, and this choice comes from a deep place of emotional resonance. She's showing you that she sees something special between the two of you, and that she's willing to put in the effort to nurture it. You'll begin to notice that her actions align with her words. It's not just about saying the right things. It's about demonstrating her intentions through the things she does, the way she seeks to create space for you, the way she expresses interest in your world, your thoughts, your day-to-day life. Every time she makes time for you, it's an acknowledgement that what you share is worth her energy, her time, her focus. This kind of behavior shows that she's not just passing through life with you, she's intentionally creating something with you. She's inviting you to experience something deeper than simple attraction, to experience a true connection that goes beyond the surface. The energy she brings into these moments reflects her emotional commitment. It's not about simply being there physically. It's about the emotional presence she brings into the shared time, the energy she invests in getting to know you better. This is where the relationship begins to evolve. It becomes more than just about finding someone to spend time with. It becomes about creating a space where both of you can flourish, where both of you can grow together in real time with each new experience shared. She's no longer just passing the time with you, she's actively building a future, even if it's only a future that exists in small moments for now. This kind of emotional availability is rare and precious. It's the type of connection that's not based on convenience, but on a mutual desire to create something lasting. When she aligns her time with yours, it's her way of saying that she values you beyond the fleeting, that she believes in what could be. And when you respond with the same level of commitment, by making time for her, by showing up with the same energy, the same emotional presence, it deepens the connection even further. Building a bond like this requires you to show up, not just physically, but emotionally. You cannot simply rely on attraction to carry the relationship forward. It requires effort from both sides, the effort to prioritize each other's lives, the effort to make space for each other in meaningful ways. The more time you spend building that connection, the more it transforms into something real. It's not just about chemistry. It's about shared investment, shared growth, and the courage to build something that's truly lasting, something that holds weight and meaning in both your lives. When she chooses to make the effort, she's choosing you. And when you respond with the same level of care, the connection becomes undeniable. When she starts to show consistent interest in your life outside of the time spent together, it's a clear sign that her feelings for you are growing deeper. She begins asking about your goals, your dreams, and the things that matter most to you. These questions aren't idle. They come from a place of genuine curiosity and emotional investment. She's no longer just concerned with the present moment, with the immediate connection you share. She's invested in the long-term view, in understanding who you are on a deeper level. It's a signal that she sees the potential for something far more profound between you both. This is where the emotional connection begins to shift from surface attraction to something more meaningful, something grounded in the desire for a real, authentic bond. When a woman starts to ask about your life in this way, it's not just about her wanting to know more about you, it's about her wanting to see where you fit into her life. She's mentally and emotionally opening up to the possibility of integrating you into her future. This is the moment where things get real. She's considering how the two of you might build something meaningful together, and she's taking the first steps by learning more about your personal journey. She's showing that she values the deeper parts of you, and that she's willing to invest the time and energy to understand what makes you tick, what drives you, what you're passionate about. This kind of emotional engagement is powerful because it signifies that she's not just passing through life with you. She's making a decision to move beyond the fleeting moments and towards something more lasting. When she's asking these questions, she's opening the door to something more significant, a bond that goes beyond the initial stages of attraction. It's an invitation for you to share your world with her, to show her who you really are, and to build a connection that's grounded in mutual understanding and respect. But here's the key. You have to be willing to meet her in this space. You have to show up with the same level of openness, the same level of emotional vulnerability, and the same willingness to share the things that truly matter to you. This isn't about putting on a mask or trying to present the ideal version of yourself. It's about being authentic, about letting her see the real you. The person behind the smile, behind the words, behind the actions. When you respond to her curiosity with honesty and depth, it not only strengthens the connection, but it also builds trust. Trust is the bedrock of any meaningful relationship, and it's in these vulnerable moments of shared understanding that trust begins to grow. The more you both open up to each other, the more the attraction becomes something that transcends the physical. It becomes an emotional and psychological bond that holds more weight, more substance. This is how you start to create a relationship that isn't just built on chemistry. It's built on shared goals, mutual respect, and a deep emotional connection. When you share your dreams, your fears, and your true self with her, and she does the same, the bond between you becomes something powerful, something that has the potential to stand the test of time. It's no longer just about two people spending time together. It's about two people building something real, something lasting, something that can grow and evolve as both of you do. When a woman begins to express a sense of care for your well-being, it's a clear sign that her interest in you has transcended mere attraction. She's not just concerned with the time spent together, she's focused on the deeper aspects of your life. She checks in on you when you're stressed, asks about your mental and emotional state, and seems genuinely invested in your happiness. This care isn't something she has to offer, it's something she wants to offer, a reflection of how much she values the connection between you. This is a form of love in its earliest, most genuine stages. It's the type of emotional engagement that makes her more than just a partner. It makes her someone who wants to support you, someone who wants to be there for you in a way that strengthens your life, not just adds to it. It's not about needing to be constantly reassured or seeking validation. It's about building a partnership based on mutual care and concern. When a woman checks in with you, when she wants to know how you're feeling, she's investing in your emotional world. She's showing you that she sees your struggles, your victories, and everything in between, and she wants to be a part of that journey. This is the foundation of something truly meaningful, a connection that's grounded in compassion and emotional support. It's not about the superficial aspects of a relationship. It's about building a true emotional bond where both of you feel understood, valued, and supported. And this is where the real magic happens. The attraction that began as something physical, something exciting and new, shifts into something far deeper, something that can stand the test of time. Emotional care transforms a fleeting connection into a lasting one that's built on the foundation of mutual respect, emotional support, and shared understanding. This is the key to creating a relationship that grows, a relationship that isn't bound by circumstance, but instead is nourished by the emotional depth both of you bring to the table. As she shows this level of care for you, it's your turn to show up in the same way. You must be willing to offer her the same emotional presence, to invest in her well-being as much as she invests in yours. A relationship built on mutual care is a partnership in its truest sense. Each person lifting the other up, encouraging growth, and providing a safe space to thrive. This dynamic isn't one-sided, it requires equal effort from both parties. When you are present for her in the same way she is for you, the connection strengthens and the attraction grows exponentially. What you build together becomes a solid, unwavering foundation, a relationship that's not only based on attraction, but also on deep emotional intimacy and mutual care. It becomes a partnership that's resilient, capable of weathering life's challenges because it's rooted in a bond that goes beyond the physical. This is how you create something that lasts, not by chasing fleeting moments or looking for superficial connections, but by showing up for each other, caring for each other, and building something real, something powerful, something that will transform both of your lives in ways you never imagined. And this transformation, this deep emotional bond, becomes the core of everything you create together. When she begins to actively protect your emotional space, it's a clear sign that her connection to you runs deeper than anything physical. She'll stand by you when the world feels uncertain, offering reassurance and support when others may not understand. This is the moment where she's no longer just interested in being around you because of chemistry or attraction. She's invested in you, in your mental and emotional well-being. She cares about your peace, your balance, and your happiness. Her presence is a source of grounding, not just comfort. She's the person who helps you navigate your challenges, who listens when you need to vent, and who offers a steady hand when everything else feels unstable. This is what emotional protection looks like in its purest form, showing up for you not because it's easy, but because she believes in you, she believes in the connection, and she wants to be a part of your journey. This isn't about being your emotional caretaker or solving all your problems. It's about being the safe place where you can unload your burdens without judgment. She gives you the space to be vulnerable, to express your fears, doubts, and frustrations without fear of being criticized or dismissed. It's the type of emotional security that builds trust, because it shows her that she isn't just a bystander in your life, but a true partner who's willing to walk beside you through both the highs and the lows. When a woman starts protecting your emotional space, it's an act of deep care. She's making sure that you feel safe, valued, and supported as you move forward in your journey. This care goes beyond attraction. It's an essential part of creating something lasting and meaningful together. This protection is a sign of commitment, not just to the present, but to the future. She's showing you that she wants to build something with you that isn't just momentary. She's investing in your emotional landscape, creating a foundation that will support both of you as you continue to grow individually and together. It's about more than just enjoying the good moments. It's about creating a space where both of you can thrive, even when life presents its challenges. And the beauty of this is that it doesn't take grand gestures. It's the small, consistent acts of care, the way she listens, the way she provides a shoulder to lean on, the way she makes sure you know you're not alone. It's this level of emotional security that allows both of you to open up even more, knowing that you can trust each other to be there when it matters most. When this emotional protection is mutual, the bond you share becomes unbreakable. It's built on respect, trust, and a deep understanding of each other's needs and vulnerabilities. The relationship doesn't just survive challenges, it flourishes because both of you are invested in supporting one another through them. You're no longer two people simply existing in the same space. You're two souls connected by something deeper, something that transcends attraction or surface-level connection. It's the kind of bond that evolves over time, growing stronger with each challenge faced and each victory celebrated together. And in this space of mutual care and protection, the attraction becomes more than just physical. It becomes rooted in something real, something profound, a partnership that doesn't just endure, it thrives. When she begins to show interest in your well-being without any expectation of return, it's a profound sign that her feelings for you are not only genuine but unconditional. She doesn't just care about what you bring to the table, what you can offer, or what you do for her. She's invested in you simply because of who you are. This kind of interest goes beyond the surface. It's an emotional generosity that shows she values you, not for the role you play in her life, but because she wants you to be the best version of yourself. She's willing to see you at your most vulnerable, at your most raw, and still choose to support you. This is where true emotional depth begins to take root. It's not about love for what you can give her in return. It's love that's given freely, without strings attached. This is a powerful form of attraction because it's rooted in something deep and meaningful. She's not looking for validation or reassurance from you. She's not expecting anything from you in return for her care and attention. She's simply offering her support because she believes in you. She understands that relationships aren't just about what we can take, they're about what we can give. And when you receive that support, that care, without the expectation of anything coming back to you immediately, it shows that the connection you share is truly one of equality. This is where the transformation happens, not just on the surface, but within the very foundation of the relationship. What makes this kind of care so unique is that it's given freely, without the fear of losing something in return. This is the beauty of emotional security, the ability to offer love and care without fear, knowing that true connections are built on giving, not taking. She's not guarding her heart because she expects you to return the favor immediately. She's open and willing, showing you that love doesn't always have to be transactional. This is the shift that creates lasting, meaningful bonds, when both partners stop holding back and start offering each other their full selves unconditionally. When she offers this kind of emotional investment, it's also your opportunity to step into that space and do the same, to show up for her in a way that doesn't ask for anything in return. This is what builds a relationship based on mutual trust and respect. It's a cycle of emotional generosity where both partners can grow, heal, and support each other without fear of being taken advantage of. The connection doesn't become about keeping score. It becomes about finding joy in each other's success, happiness in each other's well-being, and peace in knowing that you're both growing together. This mutual support and emotional openness transform the connection from something temporary into something profound. It's no longer just about the attraction you feel in the moment. It's about creating a bond that can weather the challenges of life, a bond that's built on trust, understanding, and a willingness to give freely. This is how real intimacy is formed, not through grand gestures or promises, but through the quiet moments of care and support that show up when they're needed most. And in this space of unconditional investment, the connection you share will only grow stronger, deeper, and more meaningful with time. When she starts to genuinely celebrate your achievements, no matter how big or small, it's a sign that her feelings for you go beyond attraction. They're rooted in deep admiration and respect. She's not just happy for you because of what you've accomplished, but because she values the person you are becoming. She recognizes your growth, your efforts, and the work you put in to improve yourself. This is powerful because it reflects how much she cares about your journey, not just the destination. She wants to see you succeed, and she's there, cheering you on every step of the way. This kind of support isn't about competition or comparison. It's about shared joy in seeing the other person thrive. When she celebrates your victories, it's more than just acknowledgement. It's an expression of emotional investment. She's emotionally connected to your success because she's emotionally connected to you. Your wins are her wins. She's genuinely proud of who you are and what you're doing, and wants to see you reach new heights. This creates an unspoken bond that strengthens the connection between you both. It's not just about the physical attraction or the excitement of new experiences together. It's about the foundation of respect, admiration, and shared growth. What makes this emotional support so significant is that it goes beyond surface-level praise. She's not simply congratulating you because it's the right thing to do. She's celebrating you because she believes in your potential. She believes in your journey, and she believes in what you bring to the world. This kind of celebration speaks volumes about how much she values you, not just as a partner, but as an individual. She sees you not just as a person to share moments with, but as someone whose potential is limitless. She wants to be there to witness your growth, to support you as you rise to new challenges and take on new opportunities. But this isn't a one-sided dynamic. As she celebrates you, this is your chance to do the same for her. It's about mutual respect and admiration, where both partners are invested in each other's success. When you celebrate her victories with the same energy, the same enthusiasm, the connection deepens even more. It's a partnership built on support, where each person lifts the other up, not out of obligation, but because they genuinely want to see each other succeed. This is how attraction evolves into something that's not just fleeting or superficial. It becomes something lasting, something that's grounded in mutual growth and shared ambition. The beauty of this kind of connection is that it's not about the highs and lows of life alone. It's about consistently showing up for one another in both the small moments and the big ones, celebrating each other's wins and lifting each other up in the face of challenges. It's about creating a space where both of you feel safe to chase your dreams, knowing that no matter where you go, you'll always have someone cheering you on. And when that foundation is in place, the connection becomes unbreakable. It's not just attraction anymore. It's a bond that's built on deep admiration, respect, and the shared belief in each other's potential. When she begins to listen deeply to what you say, not just hear, it's a profound indication of how much she values your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. She's no longer just processing your words in the background. She's actively engaged, understanding the layers behind each sentence. She asks questions, seeks clarification, and gives thoughtful responses that show she's fully present. This level of listening is not just about absorbing information. It's about truly understanding you, seeing you, and connecting with you on a deeper emotional level. It's about recognizing the weight of your words and making the effort to comprehend the emotions and experiences behind them. When a woman listens to you in this way, it's a form of emotional respect. She's showing you that your thoughts and opinions matter to her. This creates an environment where you feel safe to open up, to share not just your victories, but your struggles, your doubts, and your fears. It's in these moments of deep listening that the emotional connection deepens and strengthens. She's not just hearing your words, she's hearing your heart, your intentions, your soul. And that kind of listening, that kind of engagement, transforms the relationship from something superficial into something authentic. What makes this kind of attention so powerful is the trust it fosters. You begin to feel seen and understood in a way that makes it easier to be vulnerable, to share the parts of yourself that you might usually keep hidden. The more she listens, the more you feel safe to share, and the more the bond between you strengthens. It's not about agreeing with everything you say or giving you all the answers. It's about offering the space for you to express yourself freely without fear of judgment. This emotional freedom allows you both to grow, to understand each other on a level that goes beyond surface-level conversations, and to build a connection that is rooted in authenticity and mutual respect. When she listens deeply, it shows that she is emotionally invested in the relationship, that she cares about the nuances of who you are. She's not just engaging with you out of obligation or because it's what's expected. She's engaged because she genuinely wants to know you. This creates a dynamic where both of you feel valued, where the connection is not based on convenience but on true emotional investment. In turn, when you listen to her with the same depth, the connection deepens further. It's a relationship based on reciprocity, where both partners show up for each other, not just in actions, but in the very essence of their communication. This type of listening builds a partnership that goes beyond attraction or chemistry. It's about creating a safe space where both people can be their true selves without fear of rejection or dismissal. When you show each other this level of emotional respect, the foundation of the relationship becomes unshakable. It's no longer just about sharing moments together. It's about sharing hearts, minds, and souls. This is where true intimacy grows, where the connection becomes something that transcends the physical and becomes a deeply rooted emotional bond. It's this kind of listening, this kind of understanding, that turns a relationship into something lasting, meaningful, and transformative. When she starts to share her personal dreams, her vulnerabilities, and her inner world with you, it's a testament to how deeply she trusts you. She's letting you into a space that she may have kept guarded from others. These are not casual conversations. These are intimate exchanges that reflect the level of emotional closeness and connection she feels with you. By opening up, she's giving you a piece of her soul, inviting you to understand her true self. This is where attraction transforms into something that is much more than physical or surface level. It becomes a bond grounded in emotional depth and understanding. She isn't sharing these parts of herself because she expects something in return. She's sharing them because she sees you as someone who is worthy of hearing her story, her dreams, and her fears. This is an act of vulnerability and trust. She's letting go of her defenses, exposing the parts of her heart that are raw and unprotected. And she's doing so because she believes in the connection you share. This kind of emotional transparency is rare. It's a gift, and it requires deep emotional maturity and strength. It shows that she's not only attracted to you, but that she values you on a much deeper level. She sees you as a partner, someone who can walk beside her through the complexities of life. As she shares her vulnerabilities, it's your chance to show her that you are the safe space she's looking for. Your ability to listen, to offer support without judgment, and to reciprocate with your own openness creates a powerful foundation for mutual trust. This is where the relationship begins to evolve from a simple connection to something meaningful and long-lasting. It's in these moments of shared vulnerability that the emotional bond strengthens. You start to see each other in a new light, not just as individuals who are attracted to each other, but as people who are deeply intertwined in each other's lives, with all the beauty and complexities that come with it. This emotional openness builds a connection that is not just about attraction or chemistry. It's about real understanding, real intimacy, and real partnership. It's a space where both of you can feel truly seen, heard, and valued. It's not about perfection or always having the right answers. It's about showing up with honesty, openness, and a willingness to be present for each other, no matter what. When both of you are willing to be emotionally open, the relationship becomes something that is built on genuine affection and respect, not on surface-level interactions or fleeting moments of excitement. This kind of vulnerability deepens the relationship in ways that nothing else can. It transforms the connection from something temporary into something that can withstand time, change, and challenges. When she shares her heart with you, it's an invitation to deepen your own emotional involvement, to build a future together that's rooted in authenticity and mutual support. The more you both show up for each other in this way, the stronger the bond becomes, until it becomes something that can weather any storm, overcome any obstacle, and thrive for the long term. This is the kind of connection that goes beyond attraction. It's the kind of connection that changes lives. When she begins to make sacrifices, both big and small, to ensure you feel valued and supported, it's a powerful sign that she sees the potential for something real between the two of you. These sacrifices aren't about grand gestures or anything that requires praise. They're the quiet decisions that she makes in the background to ensure your life is easier, smoother, and more fulfilling. Maybe she shifts her schedule to accommodate yours. Or maybe she's there for you when you need help, even when it means putting her own needs aside. This isn't about obligation. It's about her willingness to give of herself because she genuinely cares about the bond you share. She's making space for you, prioritizing your connection, and investing in the long-term potential of what the two of you are building together. This kind of sacrifice, however small it may seem, speaks volumes. It shows that she's not just living in the moment or looking for temporary gratification. She's in this for the long haul. She's willing to make the necessary adjustments in her life because she believes in the growth of your relationship, and she understands that real relationships take effort. It's not about always getting something back immediately. It's about making sure that the connection you share is nurtured, even when it requires stepping outside of her own comfort zone. She is showing you that she is committed, that she's ready to put in the work, and that she values what you are creating together more than anything.